This is McFly Angler.
And it starts now.
To start, we will need a long shank streamer hook like these 300s from Risen Fly. Place the hook securely in your vise. For thread, I like this Vivas 6/0, and today I'm tying this in white. Start your thread a hook eye gap behind the eye of the hook, and bring down about 3 hook eye lengths and snip off the waist. Now we will need to build a thread base to place the bead chain eyes on. End with your thread in the middle of the thread bump. For eyes, these black bead chain eyes work great. Now the package here is for a size medium. However, I'm going to be using a large size. I don't have the package though anymore for the large eyes. Anyway, you will need some wire cutters like this. Cut off a 2 bead section like so, and then place your eyes on top of the thread bump like this, and make X wraps and under wraps to tie it down tightly. Now when doing the under wraps, you have to pull tight to cinch it down and keep it from spinning. However, if you pull too hard, like I did here, you can break off your thread. But if you do, no worries, just restart your thread and finish up tying down the eyes. Then bring your thread down to just shy of the bend of the hook. Now, ensure that the eyes are level with the hook shank like so, because you don't want them crooked. To further ensure that these don't spin, add a drop of super glue on top of the eyes, and on either side below the eyes like this. Now bring your thread up to just behind the bead chain eyes. For the body, we will be using chenille. I am using the standard size white ultra chenille, but you can use any color you want for the body of this fly. A piece about this large will tie 4 to 5 of these flies. Tie in the tip of the chenille right behind the bead chain eyes, and then bring your thread down to just shy of the hook bend. And then place 1 wrap behind the chenille. Pull up the chenille and go under the eyes on the far side, and then up and over the eyes and bring back to right on top of the hook shank where your thread is. And then tie this down with 3 to 4 tight wraps. I like to pinch the tie-in portion to move it all over just a tad, so it gives a more even body for the next step. Okay, pull the chenille forward again, but this time over the top of the eyes and then under them. And tie the chenille down tight again at the tie-in point. Make 4 to 5 tight wraps and then cut off the chenille close. Make sure the body looks even on both sides, and then make a few more tight wraps to ensure everything is tied in very tightly. Now we will need some of this fly flash braid, or it's also called mylar cord. It comes in a variety of sizes and colors, but today I will be using the pearl. Measure out this cord to just past the hook shank length, and then fold it over so it's double the length of the hook shank. Now the type of scissors are important here. This cord is very hard to cut. I find these razor scissors from Risen Fly do a great job. The standard 4-inch scissors will work as well. However, it doesn't cut quite as easily as the razor style ones. Anyway, cut this so it's double the length of the hook shank, and then pull the inner cord out to leave just the mylar braid. Put a crease in it right at the center of the braid. Now with the crease, push it up into the hook eye, directly in the center of the braid section like so. Pull the braid back tight and make a couple wraps to hold it into place. Now pull the bottom portion back tightly and tie that in as close to the center of the bottom as possible. Now whip finish at the tie-in spot. Now because it's further back in the hook, you might have to whip finish by hand. Or you could get one of these longer whip finishes that will work as well. Then cut off the waist thread. Now we need to cut the tail to length. I find about a half of the length of the body works here, but cut it to your desired length. Then we want to use a needle or the tip of your scissors to break apart the braid so the tail looks a bit more natural. Brush it out with your fingers, and you're done with the tying portion of this fly. Now I find some of the fibers are trapped on the wrong side of the hook almost every time, so I turn it upside down and direct those tail fibers to the correct side so the tail is even. Also, the tail gets a bit bushy too low, so to fix that issue, and to cement the whip finish for better durability, I like using the Solarez Bone Dry. Paint some onto the whip finish and then pull back the fibers and cure it with your UV light. The tail will get out of the way of the hook bend, and it will make this fly much more durable. Well, there we have it, the finished Cypert's Minnow. This has been a pattern in South Texas for years, and is used for sunfish, crappie, and most of all, white bass. It's very simple to tie, and you can fill a box quite quickly. Let me know in the comment section if you have fished with this pattern before and how it performed for you. Or just let me know what you think of this tie. As you all know, I have gotten you all discounts from both www.risenfly.com and www.dooliesflyfishing.com. Doolies offers great prices on all of the name brand fly tying materials, and Risen Fly manufactures their own hooks, rods, reels, and other gear for fly fishing. Their products are top quality, and best of all, they are priced very reasonably. Not only are the prices at these two shops great, but like I said, they are offering all of my subscribers a discount. So use McFly at checkout when ordering from either of these shops, and you will get an additional 15% off of their already great prices. I want to also thank all of my Patreons who support me. For as little as $1 a month, you can help support this channel and also get some great perks like early access to my videos, participate in live streams, and more. So go to www.patreon.com/McFly Angler to sign up today. I also thank all of you who share all my videos with your friends and your continued support by hitting the like buttons and subscribing. Thank you for making these videos possible. I will see you on the next video. Now you go catch some fish.